Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Higgins. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code MACECAM or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits with your first deposit and a free pick. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
Killa, what's good, man?
Good, man. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Breaking dress code today, huh? What we doing from day to day? I have no idea. I think you just go with whatever match your glasses for the day, and that's how you doing it. That's what we doing. I don't care either way, but don't make me wear a suit. Just call me, because when I don't, I call you. I call you and tell you.
Always call
most
me.
Most of the time, I call you and say I'm out and about.
You call me at 9 o'clock.
Where you was at, though? You got gloves and shit? Where you was at today? You an aviator, nigga? Where you was out today? Where you coming from?
Driving a sports car. I always saw the white people in the real expensive sports car with the gloves.
You got the scarf and all that
I
on?
wanted to see if it really worked.
Your shit over 300,000?
Yeah.
Over 400?
A little under that.
I like that. No, it takes a lot to impress me, man. That don't really impress me when it get to 4. Let me know. I'm used to you with $300,000 cars, man. Not the gloves and the leather jacket and the rose gold and the guy. I know what you're trying to do. I'll be ready tomorrow, though. It's all good. Stan, what up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Nice. Okay, so y'all, we got a full house. Today we have two very special guests. We got Lamont Roach Jr., who has held the WBA World Super Featherweight title since 2023. He has a 25-1 record with 10 knockouts and 2 draws. And we got Lamont Roach Sr., known for promoting regional fighters, owner of No Excuse Boxing Club, and of course, the father of Lamont Roach Jr. Y'all, welcome to the show.
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, man. Also, too, real quick, Stat Murder. Already told Lamont. We got our guy helping us out today, Najee from Cigar Talk. His boxing podcast is really dope, so I thought we'd bring him in today for the interview. Naj, what's up? Are you there? Nick, is he online with us? Okay.
Naj, what's up, boy?
I appreciate you having me on, man.
What's up, bro?
What's up.
Hey, Mase, what's up?
What up? I didn't know you was a boxing expert.
Yo, this nigga's a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
First of all, let me tell y'all something. He's handling some publishing deals with niggas.
Yeah, that's how I met him doing hip hop.
Yeah, this nigga's a boxer.
That's a fact. I do that still.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he clears samples, all type of shit. He a little jack of all trades. I said, all right, let's see if we can go vertical with everything he got going
Kim,
on.
I would have got my suit out the cleaners, B. I got to get right next time, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you know what show you on and you know how to come correct for us, man. Lamar said he a little perturbed that you ain't calling and telling him you was going to be on the show tonight. Why the fuck you ain't hit him?
Yeah, I ain't like that.
He don't like surprises,
I don't
man.
like that.
He don't like surprises. Look, so let's all start by saying this. We was in the house watching the fight. And when we was in the house watching the fight, most of us in here was together, and we was like saying, at probably around 7, 8, we was like, he could win this fight. He could really win this fight. And we thought you actually won the fight, especially with the knee, and we'll get to all that throughout the interview today. But I seen interviews after you showed the fight. I actually seen you commentate in your own fight.
Like that one, didn't you?
This nigga was doing a play-by-play on his own fight. I said, that's the type of shit that I'm on, man.
Yeah.
But before we actually get to the fight and anything else, look, we know that you fought at 135. We know you got a belt at 130. Do you plan on staying at 130, or are you going to stay at 135?
Man, this draw kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it messed my plans up a little bit. But then again, it didn't. From the jump, as soon as the fight got announced, I told everybody, after I win the first fight, it's going to be a rematch. Then after the rematch, I'm going to be champ at both weights still. Right. So, therefore, if I got the option to go down and unify, if nobody can unify at 35, I'm going to go down and unify at 30.
Right.
But I don't know. Might be there a little longer.
Well, what we did see, is it going to be a rematch, or y'all still working on it, or what's the plan?
It's going to be a rematch.
But it's
9
not
times out of 10,
sealed and delivered yet.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm signed to seal.
Okay.
So we waiting on the other half, that's all.
Okay, cool.
I like when people say that my part is done.
Yeah, I did. I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
Did you or your father, listen, this is the first thing that came to my mind when we was watching the fight in the house after it was over. Did you guys immediately, first of all, it was two things. Because I love boxing. My uncle's a boxing trainer, Billy Giles. Yeah, I'm talking about, I'm older, Hector Camacho and Aaron Pryor and all these people. So I come from a boxing household. First thing I thought when this fight was over, I said, they got to go to New York State and protest this fight. I'm talking about 30 seconds when the fight was over, because I'm like, this knee, the referee didn't take a point. I would be going to New York City Boxing State Commission and protesting this fight. Is this something that you guys thought about doing?
We actually did it.
Okay.
We did it. They upheld the draw, but they said the referee should have counted as a knockdown. So they said it was a knockdown, but they wasn't going to change the decision.
So what kind of shit is that?
That's bullshit.
I really don't understand that.
Put bull in front of it.
So hold the fuck on. The nigga said, we're not going to change the draw, but we recognize it should have been
a knockdown.
Yeah, so that's like,
we robbed you, but we robbed you, but we can't change.
We let you know that we robbed you, but we can't change. That's what you getting. That's
exactly what I got from it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got from it. And then the next part of this question is a little bit before, but when that actually happened, when that knee actually happened, did you guys in the corner say, want to talk to the referee immediately? Because when that happened, we was in the house, I'm like, nah. Soon as this motherfucking bell ring, I'm going in the fucking ring if I'm in the corner, and I need to have a conversation with this nigga because I don't know what the fuck just happened. You a referee, your eyes is big as shit. You should have seen what the fuck going on. Why if I'm in the corner, I'm erratic in between rounds. What was your feeling in between rounds when you seen that?
We was going off. My assistant coach, Ben Johnson, he was going off on that motherfucker. He was like, hey, Steve, the fuck is wrong with you? He was cursing him out and everything. He was like, that was a fucking knockdown. Yeah, he just stood off and waved us off, and he was like...
Yeah, because for me, one person would have been having to deal with Lamont, and the other nigga would have been the whole 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was dealing with him, and my man Ben was dealing with the ref.
Right.
Yeah. We got his attention, along with the low blows as well. I was like, how many fucking low blows you gonna let us hit us with before you take a point? And then he finally warned him like in the 11th round.
That's crazy. Yeah. Is there anybody in boxing media or media in general, because nobody picked you guys to win at all. Nobody. I mean, I've seen you guys go on promotional tours from whether it was boxing podcast to the Breakfast Club. Nobody picked you guys to win. Like, when you get a second, you grab me a water. Sorry. And is there anybody that you got, I know because it's more than one person, but is there anybody, thank you, that you took personal out of all the interviews that you did? Is it one or two people or three people that you be like, this nigga right here, fuck everybody else, but I want to prove this one person wrong?
It's not necessarily that I wanted to prove them wrong. So I wanted everybody to shut the fuck up, for real.
Yeah.
Like, but I already said it. Two-Tone, the big bald nigga that got the beard that talks shit about everybody. Two-Tone, the Showbiz. He already apologized to. Both of them apologized though.
Right.
But they were dead wrong. They was dead ass wrong. And I don't know if y'all know him or y'all familiar with him, but this one nigga named Southpaw TV. He be in my DMs talking about, oh, you gonna get murdered.
He said you gonna die?
He said you gonna die. He said a nigga gonna take your head off, all this and all that. I'm like, God damn, Tank got you on a payroll or something? Right. So that's all. I mean, he's still like till this day, he's still in my DMs talking about something in the rematch. You gonna get knocked out. He better not let me see you. Better not let me catch you. All this. No, I was like, God damn.
Oh, he wants you. He want to fight you too.
Man,
He'll come outside.
Man, that nigga- But yeah, for them specifically, I want to tell y'all niggas, I told y'all so.
Right.
Stop playing with me.
Right.
Point blank, period. Like,
Right.
it's okay to have an opinion, but like the way you express, oh, I'm gonna get brutally knocked out. I don't got nothing for. I'm a champion for a reason.
Right.
So that's
me-
how that was.
I know Mase. One more question. I have a few more questions, but I know Mase wants to jump in real quick. Now we know you guys have a great relationship with Tank leading up to this fight, fighting in the amateurs, fighting since y'all were younger, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think that not for you, I didn't see that for you, but do you think that y'all friendship played any part in this fight on either side? Because most of the time only reason I'm asking this is because when I see Tank before fights usually, that nigga's mad annoying. He's pushing niggas off the stage. He's making niggas flinch. He's grabbing niggas' shirts. He's doing all type of wild shit before fights. But he had a certain respect for you that he wasn't playing the games that he usually plays with people coming up to the fight. It was even a part where in one of you guys' press conferences where he was like, something about your mother. He's like, oh, your mother here? I can't do that no more, man. So the reason, that's the only reason I'm asking, or is it just that he has that much respect for you to where he's like, don't play with me during no motherfucking press conferences? Is that it? Or is it just that y'all guys are cool like that to where he's not gonna play with you? That's the only reason I ask.
It's like both. Like I don't know. Like we do know each other. We do. We know each other. We cool. We cordial. Whatever the case may be. Them niggas that he be having like the antics with and all that. He really be into it with them.
Right.
Or like before the fight or whatever the case may be. They be talking. They be talking shit. We always had like a mutual respect. Like you said, we came up in the amateurs together from the same area generally. Right. So seeing him do what he do, I respect that. Seeing what I do. He respect that. So, and then we bumped into each other a couple times outside of boxing, period. So, like, it's there. Like, the respect is there. Like, I wouldn't just straight up just play with him just because we fighting. That ain't me.
Right.
So, I figured, like, he know that that's not me.
Right.
And I flip the script. Like, if, because I don't know. It's just me. I don't play like them type of leading up to build the fight up and shit. If I don't like you, I don't like you.
Right.
So, that's how it's going to be.
Got you.
Does it really matter, though, when it comes to boxing? It doesn't matter that you like them or not like them when you get in the ring.
Shit, it don't matter to me, as you can see. Yeah, it don't matter to me, for real. I got one goal. I'm trying to win. Right. That's it.
So when you and Tank are in the middle of the ring, I just want to go from about round 5 when y'all start standing in the middle of the ring and exchanging. What was it like the first moment that he caught you with a shot? Did you feel like there was this great power that everybody talk about?
Not necessarily, but I do understand why he knocked people out. Like he mastered a little like herky jerky, little make a nigga flinch, and then boom, catch him on the chin. He very accurate. That's what he do. So when he did hit me like flush, pause, when he punched me in my face and hit me, like I was like, oh, that's all he got? Because he tried to punch me hard. And then one time we actually like in the ring was like, he said it for me first though. I hit him with a like flush body shot. He was like, man, that shit wasn't none. I thought you hit harder than that. I was like, nigga, I thought you hit harder than that. No, everybody you knocking out and shit like that. Yeah. So when after that happened, it was over.
So I actually have a question for both of y'all. So when he took the voluntary knee, after he was saying that the hair grease from his hair got into his eyes. So for both of you guys, what was your reaction to that? And then just in the future, what kind of like preventative measures would y'all want to see so that type of thing doesn't happen again? Well,
I thought it was bullshit. A knee, you could take a knee. I don't care if it was grease in your eyes. It's a knockdown. There's no excuse for that. And I would like for the New York Commission to overturn that for the sport of boxing, so shit like that can't happen, especially on the A side. Everything that happens and people get away with it is always when it's the A side. Right. You go back to all the history of boxing. So this could have been a chance for them to make boxing, people respect it a little bit more if they would have overturned that point and gave the round to Lamont, which would have gave us the victory. But I thought we won to fight without that. But either way, take a knee, that's a knockdown. You can go back. Everybody been watching boxing 20, 30 years, anybody took a knee, that's a knockdown. And this was for a punch, too. So that made it even worse.
And at any point, did you see fear in his eyes, or did you see a growing respect in his eyes?
Fear, no. Even respect. I had his respect from the first round, and I think that's just him being a good fighter. Like just like off the break, I respected him. Obviously, he got a knockout artist pedigree. I'd be foolish just to rush in there or whatever the case may be. And I think as a boxer, the good boxer that he is, he would be just foolish just to go in there and try to knock me out. He would fuck around and get knocked out trying to just go full blast and knock me out.
And I got
a question.
Oh, go ahead, Naj.
My bad, Mase. So Lamont, I watched your feedback. You broke it down round by round. There was this one part in this video that was kind of going viral the other day where you said it looked like Tank was trying to bite you. Yeah. I'm like, what was that? Like, did you notice that in the moment? I saw you said that in your, in your feedback. What was that moment to you?
No, I didn't know. So after the fight had happened, we in the locker room. I think I had just finished changing up. We on the way to the post presser or whatever. My father said, he tried to bite you in there. I said, what? I'm like, it's no like. If you in the ring with somebody, you're gonna notice that somebody tried to bite you, like, cause we right there. But when I actually went back and looked at the fight, I was like, this motherfucker really did try to bite me. Like that's what it looked like. Mm-hmm. You can ask him, or you can if you play the clip and you look at it, it definitely looked like he just tried to bite me and missed or some shit, like or bit his glove or something like that. I don't know, but that was crazy. So when he told me that, I was like, nah, he ain't trying to bite me. Y'all tripping. But when I looked at it, I was like, damn, they tried. And then even
trying to bite you where? Pause.
On his neck.
You seen
my
it?
neck,
Yeah.
Ear.
I didn't notice. I seen him hit you with a shoulder one time.
He tried to put his glove up. He tried to put his glove up, and you see his face.
Yeah, like.
Oh, niggas wild.
Nah, it was crazy.
Oh, niggas.
It was crazy.
Did you see that, Naj, too? You seen that?
Yeah, I didn't see it in the moment, but when I looked at the replay, I'm like, damn, this vampire in Brooklyn right now. It's a little suspect.
I think the commentator said something about that.
Yeah, they said something about it too. They was like, here's another comparison to Mike Tyson. Like,
That's that desperation. That's that desperation. And I want to ask you something, Lamar Sr., because, whenever a fighter is fighting that well, it all goes back to the coach. It's the coaching team that put the plan together, and then the fighter have to execute it. So I wanna ask you something that I always want to know. How long does it take to build a champion?
It's a long grind, man. Some of these kids start off like 7, 8 years old, and some parents think they're gonna be world champion. Then a lot of them don't even they quit by the time they 13, 14. But a true grind, like it took him. Chief fought for his first title at 24. He was boxing when he was 9, so that was 15 years just to get to the title. We didn't win at that time, so we came back 4 years later. So it took us 18 years. So, but to build it, I thought he was championship material before then. So it's a good 15. If you starting off at the right age, like 10 when they start off, you're looking at a good 15 years.
In this fight alone, you think it puts you in the conversation of Coach of the Year?
I let everybody else talk about that. I'm not, I'm made for the fighter.
If you come back and get the knockout, they're gonna have to give you Coach of the Year.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm aiming for.
But
that's
that's a fact.
I just do my part, and they keep winning, then they're gonna speak for itself.
Go ahead, Naj. I hear you say you want to say something.
I want to know because I watched that press conference. I was there. And you and Tank made a bet. You know what I'm saying? Tank came out like, yo, listen, I'm going to knock you out. And I put 250 on it. Did you get your 250, Lamont? Did the wire hit? Like, what's up with that?
Look, man, I'm going to tell you, I called his phone. Must have changed his number or something. I ain't getting no response. Hopefully, he Muslim.
He gonna square that up.
It's Ramadan. I hope he do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he on his deen right now.
Did you call him or text him?
I called him. And then I DM'd him and told you, nigga, I called you. Call me back.
About the money?
About the 250?
I didn't necessarily say about the money, but I just told him, call me back.
But you had 250 intentions.
Yeah, I definitely had 250. For sure.
Yeah, nigga, it's definitely Ramadan.
Yeah, niggas always call you. I'm just calling you to see how you doing.
It's wrong. You know nigga ain't picking up on Ramadan right now, man.
I would have said, what's up? Like, what's up, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? But then we would have got to the 250 eventually.
I would have got straight to the 250. We already just fought each other. Let's just get to the fucking money, bro. You said you got 250 or you
250.
paying.
He said he was gonna knock me out. That's why I told him. I was like, nigga, you crazy. I'm like, I know you done knocked everybody else out, but this, like, I'm telling you right now, like, you tripping. And he looking at me like, bet, watch. I'm like, nigga, you tripping. You not gonna knock me out, bro.
So now that you guys have gotten this first fight out of the way, where's your confidence from the first fight to the second fight? How are you looking at it? Are y'all approaching this second fight differently, or is it just the same business? And is it just a 13th round?
I mean, for me, it's the 13th round. My confidence was already sky high. Like, I know what I can do. I know what I've been training to do. I know my 8-week camp was, you know what I'm saying? I put myself through all that to prepare for him. So I know 100% for a fact that we going to put the work in and we going to execute in the ring.
Before the fight.
I mean, what adjustments do you think that you got to make? My bad, Cam.
No, go ahead.
Adjustments do you think you have to make in the second fight? Obviously, like, you know, he's the A side, and in this sport, you know, the A side gets a lot of the privileges, you know, particularly on the scorecards. Coming in the second fight, what do you think you have to do differently to get the nod?
Like you said, capitalizing on
Don't tell your game plan.
Oh, no, trust me, I won't. That's what I'm saying.
Not trying to set you up just now.
Just capitalizing on what you got.
Ratings or don't you? You ain't about the game plan.
Oh, he know better than that. He ain't getting that up. He ain't gonna get that up.
Yeah,
but we know he gonna come. He gonna come.
Nah, you know
he gonna come a little harder the second fight. We gonna be prepared for a Tank to come as best as he can, like we was this fight. But we gonna be ready for anything they bring.
Nah, that's what's up. So, y'all good? I know. Nah, I didn't want to keep cutting Naj off. You got something else, Naj, or can I say something?
Nah, go ahead, Cam. You good?
Right. So before the fight, y'all guys was talking about y'all was hearing things about Tank's training camp, training camp. What was y'all hearing about Tank's training camp coming into the fight prior to the fight? And don't tell me nothing because y'all both smiling like y'all heard some shit.
They knew
the
something.
fight is over now. What was y'all hearing before the fight in Tank's training camp? Now that the fight is over, what's the word on the street?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah,
Who
we
said
told
we
him to
was
get
hearing
focused. He
something?
got focus.
Yeah.
He got focus.
Nah, it's some shit. Don't hit us with that shit. Y'all heard some
now.
shit. Y'all
Man,
heard.
look, man.
I ain't do that.
What y'all heard?
Man, look, man. I don't know.
I ain't
What he
heard
say?
Senior, you
don't
said
know.
it, man.
Oh,
Cause you
see,
keep
he said
looking
it.
at him.
I don't know what he talking about.
Nah, I ain't heard nothing.
You don't want to give up his source. You know that if you say a certain thing, they gonna know who said it.
I was trying to hear what the word on the street, because they were saying they heard something. And obviously, whatever the fuck they heard, obviously worked to their advantage. So I want to know, is it the reason you can't tell us because the shit's still going on and it may lead into the next fight?
Damn, man, you good at your job, man.
Yeah,
God
this is what I
damn.
get paid for, nigga. That's what I get.
Nah, man.
Nah,
Look,
Tank, he
I think
good.
he,
Yeah,
whatever he said.
don't
No,
wanna say.
look. On some real shit. Whatever I said and about that press conference about what I think he fixed it, because if he was still quote unquote bullshitting, I would have swept the floor with him for real. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
When you guys first got the call to fight Javante, what was the immediate thought? Not money wise, fight wise. What was the immediate thought?
Oh shit! Well, he was on the phone and I was right there eavesdropping. I was like, who you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm picking up the convo. I'm like, I know it's about me.
Yeah, hustler.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just hung the phone up. He was like, that was Tank's team and all that. Like, you know, who represented him. He asked, you want to do the fight? Yeah. Yeah, like, it was, you know. And then we got to, like, you know what I'm saying, weighing our options. But obviously, you know, we wanted to do the fight. And that's what, and solely because he a knockout artist. He sell the number one attraction in the U.S. And he's considered pound for pound, one of the pound for pound best. And I know what I can do. So you got to think the upside of that for a win is crazy. I'm going to be 2 division world champ, simultaneously champ at 2 different weights. I would have knocked off a pound for pound fighter, and then I'll be in that conversation. And that's all the stuff that drives me. I want to be the best. I want to be one of the ones that everybody talk about when it come to boxing. So.
And what was your initial thought?
Shit, it's time to boogie, like he said the other day at the press conference. I was like, this
Sound like you was about to say son, time to get paid, nigga. That's what I heard.
We had some money. We had some money on the table.
That's what I heard.
We had money on the table. But no, it was time for him. Like, he just was on a different platform. Now I say the world gonna see his true talent when we go up against a talent like that. So I was excited for the opportunity, first of all, because he didn't have to fight us. You know, Javante could have picked a lot of people to fight, you know what I'm saying? And when people were shitting on the fight, trying to get him to fight other people, he stood on that and fight them. So it's always going to be appreciative of that. But I knew this was going to be our moment. This was going to be our moment to show that we one of the best fighters in the world.
Now, let's say this fight with Tank doesn't happen for some reason, knock on wood for y'all. Who would you want to fight next? Or what would be the next contender, whether it be at 135 or at 130?
So if it's at 135, obviously it's going to be a champ. You got Shakur Stevenson, you got Keyshawn Davis, and Lomachenko if he not retired. We already talked to Shakur, and that we like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like he on board. So
when he on board, what do you mean?
Like I talked to him like personally, like me and him, and he was like, you know, we can run it. If you know, if he not gonna give you the fight, even before the fight, he was like, after you win, we can unify. I was like, for sure.
So that's a great question. So I have a 2-part question as well. After you lost to Jamel Herring, and then you seen the way Shakur beat Jamel Herring, what was you guys' initial thought watching that?
I warmed down for him.
You turn in the bad goods so that after that,
for sure,
he can beat him up.
Yeah, if you look at it though, after that fight with me and Jamel, like it was just he was still doing his thing for about like 2 fights, but other than that, you seen him go down.
You seen a decline.
He was older. His performances wasn't good. That fight took a lot out of him.
Right.
He had a hell of a game plan when he fought me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a good coaching staff. He was in shape. You know, he had a lot. He had a lot to give, and you know, he utilized that in the ring. And you know, I came up short. I just came up a little short. And you know, when Shakur fought him, it was just like, you know, he washed him.
Right.
Yeah,
now, that's what I'm saying.
He definitely washed him.
But you saying you warmed down for Shakur, basically.
Facts.
Now, that's the part I want to get to, because to me, I would be offended as a boxer, just as a boxer. So you sit there and beat Tank, right? Or, pardon me, it was a draw, technically a draw.
Technically.
And a lot of people after the fight say that you won the fight. 90% of the fucking country say that. After the fight, I seen Shakur, and not just Shakur, a few boxers giving their opinion on the fight, saying that they thought that you won as well, but I'm just using Shakur as example. So Shakur says after you win the fight, he's basically said that you was going to win the fight. He called it, he said. But then he basically goes on to say, I told you I'm the best out here. Nobody's better than me. So you win a fight, but then after you win the fight against Tank, he says he's the best. Basically, how I took it is, if Lamont could beat Tank, then imagine what I would do to Tank. That's what it sounded like to me, Murder.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. How do you take shit like that? Because I would have been like, nigga, you ain't beat me yet neither. But how if you feel I beat Tank, how the fuck do somebody say I'm the best now? So how do you take stuff like that? Because I would have took it like, just Cam I'm talking about, like, yeah, nigga, man, you ain't fight yet. So what do you take when people say stuff like that, or other boxers make comments like that? How do you feel?
I don't really take too much about it. Like, I don't really care. Like, that's how he's supposed to talk.
Right.
That's how he's supposed to talk for sure. Confidence is key in this game. But, you know, like you said, we ain't got in there yet.
Right.
So the only way we're gonna see who the best is if we all fight each other. And that's what it's look like it's going. That's what it look like it's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like after the rematch, or if the rematch don't, you know what I'm saying, happen, we gonna run it.
Got you. Naj.
Yeah, I wanted to know, obviously the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
You jabbed him.
I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
Right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fuck around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like you can be like, all right,
no
time
excuse
out,
for
ref.
that.
Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
No.
Pops, it's a no?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck that
Fuck,
nigga.
yeah.
You know how many?
Put Coach Ben on him, man. He lucky he ain't running Coach Ben after that fight.
But look how many times he fucked the fight up though.
Right.
The knee, him going to the corner to get assistance. Like, who knows? Not saying that they did any cheating shit or nothing like that. But like, he wiped his face with a towel. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do none of that.
Right.
That's a disqualification. You turned your back on the ref after you took a knee. Usually the ref gonna be like, all right, he don't want to fight no more. Fight's off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's it. And he hit me low like 30 times.
Right.
And warned him in the 11th round. Like, all right, I want it. Like, come on, bro.
And from what we understand, and tried to bite a nigga.
Yeah, niggas try to bite him.
He did that on the slick though, because the ref ain't see that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's trying to hit you low blow. Pause. Got to be sneaky too, unless he just ain't give a fuck. That's not allowed neither, from what I'm understanding.
I want to go back to that people thinking Tank's sweet or something because he got a draw with us. They tripping. Tank still like
Tank
that.
still tank.
Oh no! Listen, not,
Yeah,
not
styles
the,
make
People
fight.
people tripping and they thinking they can go in and do what we done. You know what I'm saying? We
Facts.
just on that level too. They can find out when they get in the ring with us.
Yeah, facts.
No, listen, man. A lot of, and this is what I say personally about Tank fights, me personally, is that you guys are, like Mase said, pardon me, y'all had a good game plan. And Tank, like you said, also it's good to talk to you guys because y'all got more knowledge than we have. And how you say he's herky-jerky and throws feints and so on and so forth. Niggas don't be sticking to the plan for 12. Niggas might be, when I watch the fight, niggas be winning on the cards for about 6, 7, then want to try and get into a phone booth and do all type of other shit. And that's where it fucks up. Y'all niggas had a game plan from what I watched, stuck to it, and y'all wasn't scared to get hit or hit at the same time, my personal opinion. So, like I said, I had you winning the fight, me personally. Naj, you got anything else from Lamont?
Yo, last question. I just want to know, how has your life changed since the fight, man? You know, obviously we follow each other on social media. I see your followers went up, all of the other stuff kind of going up. How has things changed for you since the fight has happened?
Bro, literally overnight, it changed. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got walk around with security. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I walk around with my peoples. Like, it's crazy. I can't do the same stuff that I used to do. Like, I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go nowhere, bro. Like, I can't do nothing. And it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy because I know that that's what this come with if I get to the level that I'm supposed to be. But when it really happened to you, like, you sit back and look at it like, damn, like, this really happened off of this one performance. I've been working my ass off my whole life, but after this one performance, my whole life changed. And it's like, it's crazy. So,
You like it?
it's cool. I can manage it. I can manage it. I can see why niggas like get annoyed with it and stuff like that. But I can manage it. I'm all right with it.
Yeah, because listen, let me tell you
Nigga
something.
Shane dancing a little more since I last seen them, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, one thing about fame is this, man. It's a good fame and it's a bad fame because you don't want to be that nigga that niggas whispering about like, yo, that's the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
that Mike Tyson knocked out 12 times in one fight. But when you up, and it's a good thing to be talked about because, like you said, it's part of the game, and sometimes people don't want it. But if you want to get the maximum dollar and be that nigga at the same time, that's exactly what comes with it, man.
Yeah.
Mase, anything else?
Yeah, I got like 3 more questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
The first thing I wanted to ask was when he first said the thing about your woman or something like that, when he made like leave your mother home.
Oh yeah.
Did that motivate you to fight?
I mean a little bit, yeah. Cause like, what the fuck you mean? Leave my people's home? Like you gonna do something to me? Like what? Come on, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But I think to me, he gotta get something he gotta get, like somehow he gotta get off, like pause, like he gotta get up for something, like he gotta have a psychological thing, and I think that's probably where it probably went left for him, far as the fuel or whatever, because it ain't no animosity there. I don't got no problem with him, and he don't got no problem with me. So I think he had to rev himself up, like say the DC press conference. When the people from DC started talking to him, that's when he got hyped or whatever. Like he like, yeah, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for it. Y'all gonna get him hurt and all this and all that. Like I ain't stunning that shit though. Like it don't really matter. Like yeah, that's few. Like cause my mother is right there. She like, what he gonna leave me at home for? Fuck, every front and center. My mother gonna be there front and center every time. Back in my plate, 10 toes down.
And what's your prediction next fight? Is it a knockout?
For sure. For sure. Say nah. It's gonna be another good fight, man. It's gonna be another good fight. And honestly, I think he gonna bring it. Like even like more. Like he gonna be like, all right, I gotta get back. You gotta think he went from superstardom to being damn near invincible. He already like, I think he feels some type of way because we got to draw now everybody. He not used to being on this side of the playing field. People like, oh, you lost. You should have lost. And he still got 1 million fans that's telling me I'm going to get my ass knocked out, get my head knocked off in the rematch and all that. But he not used to that. He not used to the critics downplaying him for like.
He not used to getting booed and shit. Yeah, he got booed at the end of that fight.
He's
So
like,
I
damn, why
understand I understand exactly what you mean.
That's why we ain't gonna have it in DC.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why the fight ain't gonna happen in DC.
And why is that?
Crowd.
Wow.
That crowd. That's why the first fight ain't
Because the
happening in
boos and the
DC.
cheers the other way.
Right.
It's gonna be.
That could be potentially dangerous outside the ring.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, boy, we don't need no fight in Baltimore or DC because that should be out. The shit that are going between them two cities outside the ring is what I think y'all need to worry about more than the actual fight. That should be a headache.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So, Coach, are you when you go into this next fight, are you standing your ground or are you looking to weather a storm?
My bad.
Look, we going round 13, man. It's gonna be an even better performance for Lamont on the second go around.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, because he's going to have a point to prove.
Okay, so I have a question. So I know you said that you DM'd Tank basically about the 250. So since then, y'all have had no personal interactions. You never even ran into the man since?
Nah. Nope. I
We
tried to call him.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
We needed 250.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not co-signed for Tank or anything, but it's Ramadan stat. You know what Ramadan is?
Yes, I do. I was just asking. I'm just making sure.
We bet before it was Ramadan, so I mean, like he owed.
No. If he bet during Ramadan, I'm just saying he not picking up. So what's the last day be? Yeah, my nigga on Ramadan right now, so I know, like, nigga, you got about another 2 weeks for that phone at least get picked up, minimum.
Yeah. And then I know that, like, you guys' hometown and family is important to you. So how has that community kind of supported you after the fight and now that everything's kind of happened?
Oh, it's been love.
It's been love.
It's definitely been love. They've been showing a lot of love. Even the ones who was, a little quiet, waiting on the outcome. They starting to step up, stuff like that. Like I said, though, I don't really trip off that. I got real supporters. I got real love. My family, the ones who've been behind me since day one, the ones who've been going to war with all the people that saying I'm going to get knocked out and all this and all that. Them the ones that I really appreciate. And, you know what I'm saying? They've been back in my place since day one.
Yeah. Okay, and then 2 more questions. I know we keep talking about this rematch. Is there any reasoning on y'all's end on why you guys wouldn't take the fight again?
Nope.
No.
None. 0.
So if it doesn't happen, it's not on y'all. It's on that side.
Yeah, for sure.
It's on that side, but I believe it happens.
I'm pretty damn sure it happens.
Yeah.
It's the fight everybody want to see.
It
Be
is.
the best fight of the year.
Yeah.
Gonna top the one that just passed. So everybody is anticipating. So we need to get it done.
Facts.
If you don't knock him out, what else can you do to win? That's what I'm
We
really
won it
thinking.
without knocking them out then.
Yeah. So.
But I think that everybody know who Lamont is now more so than they did before. So there's a lot of pressure on these judges to perform fair now with what New York just done too. So hopefully we on an even playing field.
So you're saying after the last fight,
After the last
if
fight.
if this fight repeat itself identical, you should definitely win because they know who the fuck you will right now.
Yeah.
Facts.
Got it.
There's no way that I'm telling you right now, there's no way y'all can go back and watch that fight and score 7 rounds for him.
Right.
But
How?
if you guys are not fighting that fight and it's someone else, what else could have been done to make sure it's a win without it being a knockout? Was
From
there
the first
anything
fight?
else? Yes.
Maybe turned it up a little earlier, but that was part of the plan, So, but we could have turned it up a little earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the first 4 or 5 rounds, y'all threw about a total of minus 6 punches.
Said minus 6 punches.
He
He was being strategic.
It was a lot of high IQ going
Listen,
on both sides.
I
in the
ain't
first
sitting
few
here. I
rounds.
ain't sitting here judging no motherfucking, casting no judgment on no boxers and no firefighters. Y'all the craziest niggas in the world for a living. Boxers and firefighters, crazy. This is what y'all want to go on fires and punch. Like I told you, my uncle. I used to box till I was about 6, and I was like, I can't get punched in the face for a living. You got to be crazy to get punched in the face for a living, and you got to be skillful and nice. So never casting no judgment on y'all niggas, man. But anything else y'all want the people to know out there before we wrap this up? And you can stick around for the rest of the show too, definitely.
All right, that's cool.
We could talk about the Wizards.
Man, not much talk. We talking about the commanders,
The
though.
commanders. He's
talking about the commanders.
Yeah, for sure.
to the commanders.
Yeah. JD5.
Yeah, but anything y'all want the people to know?
I definitely want the people to know that he was on his motherfucking A game that night.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell people that 100% for a fact. Just because he didn't live up to y'all expectation, don't mean that he fought a bad fight, or he somewhat like people saying he trash now, or overrated or hype. He's a good fighter. I was in there thinking like a motherfucker, like you know what I'm saying, like I have to. I just had I had the performance that I needed to have to perform like how I did, and it don't take away nothing from him. That's why the fight was so good, because he's a good fighter. So I definitely want people to know that 100% for a fact. Like, and the rematch is gonna be fire. That's about it.
Basically what you want people to know is, because I made Tank look regular, don't think he ain't nice like
don't
that.
think he ain't nice.
'Cause basically you must be getting a lot of feedback is Tank ain't like that, or he was
he took it
off.
light on me.
Or this or
Why
other
would he
shit.
do that?
Yo, stop.
He's thinking
stop.
about retiring.
Yo,
and all
stop
that.
trying to downplay my shit, because I'm like that.
Exactly.
And trying to make it seem like Tank is not like that, because I'm like that. That's basically what you're saying.
Facts. 100%.
In translation for my nigga, because he trying to be politically correct about it.
Yeah.
He basically saying Tank is
I
like
got
that,
the nigga number.
but I'm like that,
Yeah, but I'm
like that.
like
Yeah, he
That's basically
saying
what
he
he's
got the
saying.
nigga
And if
number.
y'all want to find out, y'all can get in the ring with me and I drag on y'all too. 100%.
130, 135, holla at him, nigga. He ready. Naj, what you saying, Naj?
Man, yo, last one. For the rematch, are y'all coming back to the table with a bigger bag? I ain't counting pockets, but do you ask for more money now?
Oh man, what you think? That's all I'm gonna say. What you think?
Hell yeah.
Gotta get more money.
Where would y'all want this fight to be? At the Barclays again?
No.
Vegas.
DC.
DC?
But it ain't happening. But,
That ain't happening.
but Vegas would be a good play.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want it to be back at the Barclays?
That's him necessarily. I don't know.
I ain't like how they did it the first time.
Yeah, well that. Yeah,
Referee and the
you gotta
judges.
think it's still
Instant replay. They had instant replay. It should be no reason. They say the feed, they had technical difficulty getting the feed, which people went off record and said they had the feed.
It's cap.
Right.
It was capped.
Right.
So
You probably should do a hair grease commercial.
I should.
Gotta know how to take advantage of the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
It ain't gonna come with a dark season next fight.
But the New York crowd was energetic, and it was like that. And I ain't gonna hate
It was
on
a
the
little,
fans and stuff
quiet
like that.
too,
You know
though,
what I'm saying?
because
So,
everybody thought he was gonna knock me
the
out.
love New York. We had no problem fighting New York. We just disappointed in.
No,
decision
I
we got.
dig it. Listen, I dig it. I would say go to the Garden. My personal opinion. I like the
The
Garden.
Garden's nice too. For there.
You gotta think though, it's still the New York State Athletic Commission.
No, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, like, we from New York, so I mean, like, it's a difference. I'm not talking about for y'all, because y'all know technical
Yeah.
difficulty. I'm talking about y'all niggas talking about playback, all that. Y'all listening to all the shit y'all saying. I'm talking about, it's like, when you walk, it's when you walk in them buildings, it's two different.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
You know,
I know. I fought at Madison Square.
Okay.
And obviously I wasn't the headliner, but when I was in the crowd for the main event, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah, like you had them same people that was in Barclays that's in Madison, and it's just a different aura when you in Madison Square. But Vegas is always still Vegas, man.
Yeah, Vegas would be nice.
Wherever it's at, we just needed to happen, man.
Boy, and I ain't see, I ain't see a fight in a minute would be kind of neutral for y'all as Atlantic City.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
know
be
what
great.
the fuck happened with fights in Atlantic City.
Mike Tyson.
No, I'm saying what the fuck happened. I don't fight there no more. Shit is bummy, right?
Yeah.
Shit got fucked
It's too
up
much
out there.
glitz and glam everywhere else, and then you can look at Atlantic City.
And yo,
and
no
stuff,
disrespect to Atlantic City for
no
niggas be on my head. Like my family live out
Yeah.
there and all they talk about. I said it's bummy. Niggas gonna say, damn. That's some bullshit. I just ain't see a fight. There used to be a lot of fights in Atlantic City. Yeah.
Okay, in the comments, let us know where you guys would want to see a rematch. But Lamont Jr. and Lamont Sr., it was a pleasure to have both of y'all.
Yeah,
on
like
the
I said,
show.
y'all can stick around.
Yeah.
We only got about a few more minutes. We can talk. Y'all know basketball,
Yeah,
football.
I like basketball. I know.
Man, let's see what they know, man. Let's let them stick around for the rest of the show, man.
All right, thank y'all for having us.
Appreciate
too.
it.
Come on, man. You already know.
Okay, we're going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss Jamar, Chase, and T. Higgins. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Tonight, the Hawks will play the Hornets. Underdog has LaMelo Ball at 27.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
You know he's getting higher than that. Come on, Stat. Who asked these questions?
You
Underdog
said,
set it
you
up.
said who they play?
They're playing the Hawks.
Charlotte done let me down this whole season. I thought they was gonna have a way better season. I don't even, to be honest with you, he might. I'm going lower.
Okay, Trae Young's at 2.5 3-pointers made. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
That's definitely going higher.
Yeah, higher.
Okay, and Dyson Daniels at 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
I don't know who Daniels is.
You've been balling.
He's been balling?
Yes.
Where's he from originally?
Australia.
I'm not going with that.
Okay.
Nigga last name Daniels and he from Australia. I don't trust it.
Okay.
That's a hood last name.
Yeah, I'm going higher.
Okay, make sure y'all download the Underdog app and you can make your picks too. So, Jamar, Chase, and T. Higgins finally reached contract extensions with the Bengals. Chase agreed to a 4-year, $161 million deal that includes $112 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid non-QB in NFL history. Higgins agreed to a 4-year, $115 million deal that is guaranteed for the first 2 years, making him the highest paid wide receiver 2 in NFL history. So 2 historic contract extensions. Mace, what was your initial reaction to these new agreements?
I'm always happy when the black man get paid. You know, Joe Burrow's got his money, and it's just it says a lot about the franchise that they turned around and gave him the money. They should have been gave him the money, but you know, it's just happy that they paid him and they end up paying T. Higgins as well. So, you know, they'll be in 5th place this year, but at least they spent the money. But this is Ohio business. This is Cam business. I'm going to stay out of Ohio business.
What's your business these days? I don't know what team. Who's your team? Because Kansas City lost. So
Titletown.
Who's your? So you're Philly now?
Huh?
You down with Philly?
Nah, them niggas ain't Titletown yet. They got 1 title.
They got more than 1 title. They actually got 2.
Well, the quarterback only has 1.
I don't. Who is your team, bro? That's what I'm asking.
What are we talking? Titletown or we talking
who's
my team?
Who's your football team? That's what I'm asking.
Cam, I got things to think about.
Stat, Who this? Look at this nigga rich now, rich man. Hold on, now rich man. Look at him mad. Look at this nigga mad now. He got attitude. I'm filming, man. You live. First of all, yo, tell Lamont Roach congratulations, man. Tell Lamont Roach congratulations on the fight, man.
That's a bad nigga right there.
Yo, are you the right Rich?
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Rich.
Yo, he said, first of all, Lamont said thank you. He appreciate that, man. I know you try to scheme to be his agent. This is how this nigga work. He maneuver fast, man.
Listen, I'll be in Vegas for the rematch.
If it's in Vegas.
They trying to decide where the rematch gonna be at. You trying to tell? Look, watch him start working. Look. He started working.
I'm a caviar type nigga. I can't be going to Brooklyn.
I told y'all. I told you.
Man, we going to Vegas.
So put this shit together. So put it together. Go get a bigger bag and do the shit in Vegas. What you waiting on?
Well, man, what you want me to do? Right now, set the whole shit up.
All right, we gonna talk soon as this is over, man. Get a bigger bag. Let these niggas fight in Vegas.
Mother, I found the bar.
Here you go. Look at this.
Yeah,
nigga.
tell it. Put it on the mic. Killer boss.
Hey, yo, that's.
Start getting it, bro.
I'm done. I'm gone.
Wait. What's the bar?
He said something about putting his back in. I said, but Cam, what's that about? What are you putting your back in?
He be reaching. He be reaching so bad. It's
Ain't
ridiculous.
smacking it. Then I'm gonna put my back in it. I'm like, what's
If the visa
That's how petty he is. He went back to listen to the shit. Oh, man. On the ball. Some petty nigga.
Killer, you crushed it. That shit was crazy. I just got one question for you. He hung up on me.
Hung up on that nigga, man. Nigga played.
he definitely didn't want me to hear that.
Mace, I got a lot of bars in the stash for you, man.
If the visa card ain't smacking it.
Listen, when you hear it, like I said, we had the conversation yesterday. It's unbelievable bars. But I just had one question. You know, listen.
Yeah, we got a show to do, right?
My dog. So it's all.
Let me ask you something. You know, hey, yo.
That was crazy, Killer.
Yeah, listen, man. I'm having a bad year. I'm having a bad year on pause, man. It's been a bad first quarter. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's been a really bad first quarter.
Oh, man.
But it is what it is. It's cool.
Stat, how crazy was it for you?
His lyric?
Yeah.
It was bad. I've been calling him out this whole.
You wasn't
Beginning
here.
of the year.
You wasn't here. She called me a couple
Yes.
times.
Yes.
I'm glad. I told y'all yesterday, watch.
And I said I don't want to play that game
told y'all
because he'll get real bad. I'm good. I'm real
Y'all want
good.
to play, it's fine.
I'm all good.
Yeah,
So I'm a hush. Unless it's needed. But back to Jamar Chase. He's the highest paid non-QB. And then T. Higgins is the highest paid wide receiver too. What do you think about these contracts that they just signed?
Look, y'all know I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. I'm happy that they ended up paying them. And I'm happy for not just Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but also Joe Burrow, because his targets are there. And we see the high-power offense that the Cincinnati Bengals have. It isn't about their offense. It's about their defense. We got to think about this. Jamar Chase finished with a triple crown this year. Triple crown in receiving. Joe Burrows, if they didn't have such a terrible record, he would have been in a conversation for MVP of the league this year as well. T. Higgins as well. But Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow had record-breaking seasons, but Cincinnati stunk it up on defense. Niggas averaging 30-something points and still losing games. The defense is where we need to step it up at. And as an organization, about time y'all fucking did, son, y'all rank in the bottom 5 in every statistical category outside of football. I'm talking about stadium, cafeteria, the field, everything outside of football, that organization's in the bottom 5. This is a good start paying T. Higgins and Jamar Chase because they deserve it. Now let's see what the fuck y'all can do on defense to help them out. Because last time everybody was healthy prior to this year, niggas went to the Super Bowl. It's about 3 years ago, but Joe Burrows was hurt. Offensive line ain't shit. Defense ain't shit. This is a good start. Let's see what else y'all do before the season starts. But I'm happy they got their money.
Okay, so this is a 2-part question, and I want y'all both to add on to it too. So although they got paid, the Bengals are spending $36.1 million more on Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins than their entire defense in 2025. So do y'all think that's too much money for 3 players? Like, yes, we're happy they got paid, but looking at the team as a whole, does it make sense to you? Lamont Jr., I'm going to let you go first.
I mean, I know you asked me, but that's more like a question for Cam, like a concerned fan. But that is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. $36 million more than the entire defense.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
but I think with the talent, I think it might make up for it. It might bring in a lot of incentives outside of football, like Cam said, like the fans might come and show what they got to do, and then the defensive players might be like, well, shit, if we get our shit together, we might get paid too.
Yeah.
So I think there's pros and cons.
Yeah. To your point, keeping the star players happy, they're getting their money, they're getting it right, so they're gonna overperform at that point.
Yeah.
I think you got to keep the nucleus together, and that's the way the cap going. It's more money for more players, so I don't mind the players getting that type of money. They just got to make more money for the defensive players as well. They just got to make sure they get a good GM that could divide it up equally for the rest of the defense, so they can be a contender going forward. But you can't break that team up if on offense you take Jamar Chase out there, you rebuild, and you're gonna set it back anyway. But I ain't mad at it. I think the cap has grown over the years, and you're gonna see that more, not just with Cincinnati. You're gonna see it with other teams.
That's a good point. I think the cap is going up $100-some million this year. What's the cap? The cap that's coming up this year is $200-some million. It's $100
$35.
Yeah, it's $100 million extra, if I'm not mistaken, more.
Yeah.
Than what it is currently this year. So they have a little couple dollars to play around with, but that's what Senior just said is right. You got to have somebody who knows how to do math and scout talent and give people what they deserve. But when you got an offense, and we didn't talk about that yesterday because we ran out of time, we see what Baltimore just did getting Hop, and they got Zay Flowers. You got to have a 1 and a 2 these days.
Yeah.
And that's just that. And to me, I know Jamar Chase is all world, but I wouldn't even call T. Higgins a 2. To me, he's a 1B. He's that good. So we'll see what happens. But Senior made a good point. You got to figure out what you're going to do with your cap. But it started off good. Let's see what they do on defense because their offense is out of this world.
Well, aside from that, thank y'all for 850,000 subscribers. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you do so down below. But that's all the time that we have for today.
Yo, thank you guys again for coming, man. Pause. We appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Y'all more than welcome anytime, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
And we will be looking forward for the rematch.
And yeah, you heard Rich Paul. The fight got to be in Vegas, man.
Yeah, tell Rich to call me.
Yeah.
Tell Rich to call him.
Put it together. That
Rich
nigga
to call
definitely
him.
put it together.
He'll definitely call you.
That's one thing.
I'm gonna forward him the number.
I'm gonna be honest. That nigga will definitely call you, and he'll definitely bust some moves.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs. Like when they doing them 2 for $5.